Hi, and welcome to Work Harder Mama with Michelle. I'm Michelle Hollingsworth. This is a podcast for moms who want to work with heart through all the seasons of motherhood instead of just working harder. This podcast is going to be a little different because it's with my dad, Daddy-O, our pappy. I know this is a podcast for moms, but without a dad, can't become a mom. So anyway, a lot of my personality traits, good and bad, come from my dad. So I wanted to get his perspective on parenting. And after listening to my mom's podcast and my dad's podcast, you can kind of see they're total opposites. And also that if you know me, I have traits from both of them. My dad's a very hard worker. He always worked multiple jobs. Usually had an entrepreneur business on the side as well as a full-time job. And he's 78 and he's still working an entrepreneurial business. He's a plumber, licensed plumber, electrician. And he's been doing that my whole life. He's also stubborn, and so am I. He's a little blunt, and so am I. A little impatient, so am I. But also very generous. And I also pride myself on being generous. So as a mom, I got some of the traits of my personality from my dad, even though I learned being a mom from my mom. There's still a mix there. I hope you enjoy the podcast. He's a little rough around the edges, but those that know him and love that about him. He's honest. He doesn't pull any punches. Some people think he's a little crude, but he always supported his children. Okay. This is Daddy-O.
Hmm.
Can you hear me?
We're podding.
Can you see me?
Can I see you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay. He just had cataract surgery. We're going to interview him as a parent. So, first question, what was your hardest part of being a parent?
Couldn't have sex for a few months after the baby was born.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what was your biggest challenge being a parent?
Biggest challenge?
Yeah.
I don't know, making sure we had enough food to eat.
Yeah.
Baby food is expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another mouth to feed.
A lot of mouths.
Yeah.
What is your favorite memory as a parent?
Favorite memory?
Yeah.
We were in Florida and Tracy comes down and says, "Hi, Daddy." Remember that video?
Yeah. Orlando?
That was cute.
Disney?
Yeah.
Yes.
We went to, IBM bought, Kodak bought IBM's copier division, and they gave me $10,000 bonus to sign on with them and my 25-year seniority. So I did. They gave me $5,000 the first year, and we took it and went to Disney
That was
for
fun.
a week. Stayed in the Hilton.
Yep.
Never saw the van for a week. They had a shuttle, pick you up at the door and take you to the park. Yeah.
It rained every day too, didn't it?
It rained all the time in Florida.
I think it did. What is your favorite memory of your mom?
Favorite memory of my mom? Well, There was a bunch.
You
I
can tell
guess
more
the
than
favorite
one.
one was when she turned 100 and had her 100th birthday party. She was so happy she made it that long.
Yeah, that was a goal.
Yeah.
What about when you were younger, though?
When I was younger,
Yeah,
well, if it hadn't been for her prayers, I wouldn't be here.
yeah. Because of Korea?
Huh?
Korea?
Well, that was partly it. I had no orders to go to Vietnam. I called and told her, I said, I wanted to be an MP, so hopefully I wouldn't have to go to Vietnam, but I'm going. I got orders. I'll pray for you. And then 2 weeks later, they said the division had swapped places and I was going to Korea. And I know it was her prayers that did it.
Yeah. What about the roast beef story?
Huh?
Or the roast story?
What?
When she would buy a roast.
I don't remember.
You said when she made extra money, she would buy a roast.
Oh, when she made extra money, yeah, we had a lot of, it sounds expensive, but oyster soup.
Yeah.
And we lived on a farm and we had milk. And she'd just buy a can of oysters and we'd all have oyster soup for supper.
And crackers.
Yep, oyster soup and crackers. I've got some in the refrigerator.
Oyster soup?
No, some oysters.
Oh.
No, some half and half. Because I asked Mark Reed's mom, I ran into her at Walmart, and she wanted me to get her, she couldn't reach it, get her a can of oysters down off the top shelf. She wanted to go make some oyster soup. I said, that sounds good. I ain't had it since my mama used to make it. So I bought, and I asked her, I said, what kind of cream do you use? And she said half and half.
Mm.
And oysters, and that's
it. Makes
it.
it richer.
Maybe some salt and pepper, or pepper. I ain't made it. It's cool. It's getting cool. I'll make it for long.
What advice do you have for new parents?
Skylar, you don't get a dog when you're going to have a baby. You have the baby first, and then you get the dog, because you're treating that dog like a stepchild.
Okay, besides Skylar, what other parent advice?
Oh, no. Vote for Trump.
That's parenting advice?
Yep. Meemaw, she can't see herself voting for him, but she don't like that woman either. She said, I probably just won't vote.
Oh, Lord, that's even worse.
I know. I don't know if it's worse or not.
It's pretty worse, I think. Okay, go ahead.
So all you can do is work hard and pray every day.
That's right. So who helped you when you were a young parent?
Probably the most was Granny.
Yeah.
She lived close.
Yeah.
My mother, now, she flew to Oklahoma City. She'd never been on a plane, and she flew out there and helped Rita Joe pack everything up. We put it in the Ryder-Renter truck, moved to Tennessee, and she rode with Rita in the van with you.
Yeah.
And Boy Butt. I had the dog in the truck with me.
Was that Sam? Or a different dog?
Sam.
Yeah.
Well, we had a beagle too.
A beagle?
We had a female basset.
Oh. Okay, now a hard question.
Oh, hard question.
How do you deal with the loss of a child?
One day at a time.
Yeah.
Cherish the memories.
What's your favorite memory?
Well, I could tell you, but you might not like it.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. A lot of memories. She worked with me for 2 years. I was going to send her to heat and air school. I called Larry Thacker, a friend of mine. He was going to. I don't know if he would have paid her. Probably. I told him, I said, you don't have to pay her. I just want her to learn the business, and then we'll, get her license. But he passed away. Yeah, I think it was after Brooke died. Larry, I still got his van right out there. I bought from him.
How you feeling?
Oh.
Okay, describe your parenting style.
My parenting style?
Yeah.
Whip their ass.
Discipline?
There ain't no way. Put them in timeout.
Discipline.
Well, let's talk this over and all that bullshit. That's what's wrong with the kids nowadays. You take a belt, like my daddy took a belt to me, and even my brother, he gave me my last whipping. I went down to Louisville. I guess I was about 14. I think we had moved from the farm to town. I went down there to stay a week or two in the summer with him, and he took us to the community pool, and I was flirting with this little girl, and he come over and said, come on, Herbert, time to go. I said, be 5 more minutes. He said, all right. So he sat down. He waited. He got up. He said, it's time to go. I said, I'm not ready. I want 5 more minutes. He reached down that pool with one hand. He was 6'7", jerked me out of that pool, took that other hand, whipped my ass. He said, it's time to go. I said, yes, sir.
How old was he then?
He died when he was 27. He was a lock keeper on the Ohio River in Louisville. Yeah.
He drowned?
Yeah, well, they said he stepped in one of them gushers, holes, the water comes through the dam to relieve pressure, and it knocked him down, and they thought it knocked him out. And there's always 2 lock keepers, and the other one, I don't know if they called the ambulance or whatever, but they went down, they put him on a stretcher, and his friend said he was crying when they were bringing him up, and the stretcher broke.
Oh.
It was rotten, and he fell down, and it killed him.
Mm.
But the government took care of his wife and 3 kids. She got a check until she remarried, and all the kids got a check till they were 18, and they were small.
Okay, how do you come up with nicknames for people?
Well, I just think of stuff that rhymes.
Like kids or grandkids?
Well, Sky Baby's been nicknamed Sky Baby ever since she was a baby.
Yeah.
Baldy, he ain't had no hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. JoJo, it just kind of what you all called her. I never did give her a nickname. Everybody calls her JoJo. Ella Gray is her initials are EGH. I call her Egghead.
Yeah. About Corbin and
Corbini. Corbini's nickname was Corn Cob, but Cutters didn't like it, and Corbin told me when she was, I don't know, 6 or 7, she didn't like it. Would I please quit calling her Corn Cob? But when she turned 10, I could call her Corn Cob again, she said. But I never did. She's a sweet girl. And I don't know, Elsie Bell and Lucy Goose.
you
Boy
tell
Butt.
them apart.
I call Macon Boy Butt.
Yeah.
And Brooke was Pootie because she had a lot of gas when she was a baby.
Oh, I thought it's because she was little, not bigger than a poot.
No, she pooted a lot too.
She did.
Yeah.
What about Tracy?
Turkey?
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know. Just gobble gobble. Kind of stuck one day. Turkey. Yeah.
All right. What about Allie?
Alley-oop. There's a cat in the funny papers we all know. Alley-oop, boop, 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 boop. He lived way back a long time ago. Alley-oop, boop, 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 boop. That's where I got it. They call her Allie. I thought, Allie?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Daddy.
Thank you for listening to Work Harder Mama with Michelle. If you would like to read along to some tips and devotions shared on the podcast, I wrote a book, Work Harder, Meditations for Moms, Season by Season. It is available online where books are sold. It is also available on workharder.com. That's WORKHEARTER. Check us out on Instagram at Work Harder and Work Harder Mama. And we're also on Facebook at